Happy belated Canada Day, Sam-ariffic science fans! This is Canada Day 2026, and in 2026, Canada made one of our biggest contributions to science, arguably since 1921 when Dr. Frederick Banting discovered insulin, and definitely our biggest contribution to astronomy since 2001 when Canadarm2 was installed on the ISS. So what was this big contribution? Jeremy Hansen, a Canadian astronaut who was on the crew for the space mission Artemis 2, which went around the moon and back. But what did he accomplish? How did he end up one of the lucky 4 astronauts to go on that mission? Today, we're going to discover all that and more by unfolding the world of Jeremy Hansen. Jeremy grew up on a farm outside of the small town of Elsa Craig in southern Ontario. He was born on January 27th, 1976, and moved to Ingersoll for his high school years. I couldn't find out exactly why he became interested in space. The best I could find was around the age of 5 he saw a picture of Neil Armstrong on the moon and was inspired by that, but I'm not sure. He was fascinated by aviation, which led to him joining the Royal Canadian Air Cadet Squadron when he was 12 years old. At age 16, he earned his Air Cadet glider pilot wings, and at age 17, he earned his private pilot license. This led to him being accepted into St. John College in Quebec. In 2023, Jeremy was assigned to the Artemis 2 crew, which he flew on as one of the 2 mission specialists in 2026. Having a pilot license, of course, is a critical part of being an astronaut, but so is what degrees you get in college. To get into the Canadian Space Agency, you must meet the following requirements: a bachelor's degree in engineering or science, any science will do, and or have a doctorate in medicine or dentistry. You must be fluent in either French or English, though both is an asset, and you must have at least 3 years of relevant experience. However, if you have a master's degree, that counts for 1 year, and if you have a PhD, that counts for all 3. So what has Hansen got? He has a master's of science and physics and a bachelor's degree in space science. He's fluent in both French and English, and in addition, he has a basic knowledge of Russian. Despite his big brains, Hansen has only been on one space mission, Artemis 2, and on that mission he was one of the 2 mission specialists, the other being Christina Cook. It was their job to test the vital systems of Orion, the spaceship, and support the pilot and commander as needed during their jobs. I would love to talk more about Artemis 2 itself, but I have a full video on it that already covers everything, and I highly recommend you go watch it. It's one of my favorite videos. So, we have his experience, his resume, and his personal history. But what is he doing right now that the mission is over? Well, he has been going to a lot of interviews and live appearances across North America, including an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon along with the rest of the crew. They have reunited with their families, and the most touching thing is that the crew not only sees each other often, but describes themselves as best friends. So yeah, Jeremy Hansen, an inspiration to young Canadians from coast to coast. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.